Good morning, everybody. This is Morning with Jesus, and I'm one of your hostesses, Barbara Amazing Grace Reynolds, and the other hostess is DC Love. And this is a call that we were guided to do to give people a place where they could connect with the Spirit of Jesus, because he isn't actually gone, even though he died and rose and went to heaven. But he's still here, and we can talk to him. He wants to talk to us. He wants to connect with us, which is why he had us create this show. So sit back, relax, get your pen and paper, your cup of coffee, or your glass of water, or whatever it is you drink in the morning, and allow yourself to be a part of this amazing energy. So we will begin with introductions. So, DC, tell everyone about you.
I will. Thank you, Barbara. Hi, everyone. This is DC. I was born with psychic and mediumship abilities. I'm now a channeler. I'm a healer and an empath. I've had such beautiful opportunities where I've connected with my loved ones who have crossed over. I now connect with the angels and the Ascended Masters. And for a little while now, I've been connecting with a few characters, a few celebrities on the other side, and that's been kind of crazy, too. I've been to heaven. I've channeled healing messages from Jesus, and this for me has been so life-changing. I have a background in law enforcement. I've studied the martial arts. I'm a Reiki master in the Usui and Saki methods of Reiki. I also teach Reiki. I'm certified with the American Federation of Certified Psychics and Mediums, and I've basically hung up my 357, and now love is my revolver. So my purpose this time around is to help people in a loving way. Love is what I am. Love is what I do. Love is what I listen to. Everyone, this is DC Love.
Thank you so much, DC. I just always love your little intro and the energy of it. You have beautiful energy. Okay. I am, now I'm saying and I'm a Toastmaster. I'm not allowed to say I am Barbara Amazing Grace Reynolds, and I am a freedom and empowerment life coach, and I use a modality called Infinity Healing. So I connect with my guidance to assist people in clearing out the things that they need to clear out in their lives. And tapping into my guidance is a normal part of my life. I'm always talking to Ascended Masters and Archangels and all of the beautiful divine beings who are there to assist us in every moment, because I want to do what is for my highest good and the highest good of all those that I work with. So that's why I started channeling, and that is why I do what I do today. If you want to learn more about either me or DC, then go to my website, divinelyguidedhealing.com, and click on Morning with Jesus. And there's a picture of each of us and then a little button that says Learn More, which will take you to more detailed information on our personal websites. Okay, I think that was all of the intro. So, DC, are you ready now to read your message from Jesus?
I am. I actually have a message from Jesus, and then I have another message that I channeled that Jesus, wants me to read at some point during our little call as well. But I'm going to start off with his message. Beloved ones, I love you unconditionally. There is nothing you can ever do to change the way I feel about you. You are so precious to me. I love you today, tomorrow, and forever. Every day is a new start, a new beginning. Wherever you are going, I have already been there and paved the way for you. Invite me on your journey. I have never promised that it would be easy, but it is certainly worth it. When you focus on my promises instead of your problems, your mind will be filled with peace. Spend time each day talking with me, as you would a dear friend. Let me know your concerns, your worries. Talk about decisions you must make, everything that is weighing on your mind. I am always available. You are never alone. I am here with you as you face every new tomorrow. I will be with you through every trial. Never doubt in the dark what I have shown you in the light. If you need a reason to keep going, I am your reason. I love you and will remain with you. Allow me to be your rock, your fortress. Please trust in me, even though you may not understand my plan. I know all there is to know. I know you better than you know yourself. I will give you the courage to accept the things you cannot change, the ability to change the things you can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You are a perfect child of God. I created you in my image. I love you just the way you are. Love and value yourself. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Nothing is impossible with me by your side. My desire is to fill you with my love, a father's love. The power of my love changes everything. Let me surround you now. You too will be filled with the power of my love. You are my everything. You are a divine masterpiece. You are my handiwork. You are here to do that which I have planned for you. I planned it long ago. I do not make mistakes. You are so beautiful. Beloved ones, be thankful for every new day. I love you, Jesus.
What a wonderful message.
It is, but I actually received 2 beautiful messages, and I was just, this has been a really amazing week, and it's only Tuesday.
That's true. It is only Tuesday. Well, do you feel like you should read the other message?
Yes, he did. So if you'd like, I can read it now, of course.
Okay.
The other message that I received was actually from Mother Teresa, and she was giving me gentle little, like little nudges. Like, she's very gentle and, very soft. Not like Joan Rivers. When Joan comes in, like she just tramples me. But Mother Teresa was very gentle, and she started off by saying, always appreciate what you have. There is always someone out there who wishes that they had what you have. When we are grateful for what we have, our lives are happier, more satisfying, less stressful. Material possessions cannot buy true happiness. Learn not only to appreciate what you have in your life, but also who you have in your life as well. Show your love and cherish those you hold dear. Let them know what they mean to you. No one is promised tomorrow. In this life, we cannot all do great things, but we can do small things with great love. At the end of our lives, we realize what is really important. It is not the money that you make or the things that you've done. What is really important is the people that were in need. How many have you helped? Have you helped those that were hungry and those that were homeless? These are important as anything you can achieve or any diploma you may acquire. Spread love wherever you go. Let no one come to you without leaving happier. There is always someone who can benefit from your kindness. It can be as simple as smiling at another person. Always remember to love your neighbor as yourself. It is very easy to love someone that you know, but what about strangers? We must find it in our heart to help them too and to share our love. They need your help most. There are so many ways that we can be there and show others we really care. Your actions are a perfect example of God's love. Some people come into our life as blessings. Others come into our life as lessons. Each is equally important. Everyone we meet has a reason for being there. You have to know that without lessons, there would be no blessings. Blessings bring happiness. Lessons help us to learn. Learning a lesson is a valuable tool that will help us to grow and prepare, as well as to become stronger. Above all, focus on the blessings that you have been given. Stay in a positive mindset. Be thankful for all the good that each new day brings. Make time for those that are a blessing in your life. Surround yourself with people who are positive and optimistic and are also like-minded. I have found that if we love until it hurts, that there can be no more hurt, only more love. We must be willing to give whatever it takes to do good for others. This requires being willing to give until it hurts. Otherwise, you will find there is no true love within. When we love one another, divine love can grow. There are many people in this world that are dying for a piece of bread, but there are also many more that are dying for a little love. The hunger for love is more difficult to remove than the hunger for bread. If we pray, we will believe. If we believe, we will love. If we love, we will serve. It is not the magnitude of our actions, but the amount of love that we give to others that really matters. Love begins at home. It is not how much we do, but how much we love and how much love we put into action. Go out into the world today and love the people you meet. Let your presence light new light in the hearts of others. Mother Teresa.
What a wonderful message. Yes, it is about the love. It's about being who we really are, stepping out of the need to have a facade and keep people at a distance, because so many people have that. They don't really allow their light to shine. They're afraid to. And so letting go of that can be so incredibly phenomenal in our lives. They want me to talk about something that happened with me on Sunday. So, Saturday was Halloween, and I went to this party for people who are planning to write a novel during the month of November. So I'm writing a novel this month. But this party broke up at it was almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and I drove home, and when I pulled into the driveway, because the driveway has a slant to it, because the house is on a hill, and I pulled into the driveway, and I heard the tailpipe scrape just a little, and I don't normally hear that. But it was close to 1 o'clock in the morning, and I really didn't care. I just wanted to go to bed. And I got up the next morning to go to the after Halloween sales, get the candy half price. And my car had a flat tire. And I asked my guidance, okay, am I supposed to just go ahead and change this tire, or am I supposed to call my friend and have him come and we jokingly call him the superhero? So was I supposed to, turn on the signal for the superhero to come? And my guidance said, call him. And I know how to change a tire. I kept telling them that. And they said, call him. And I asked them 3 times, and they said, call him. And so finally I said, okay, I will text him. And I had also planned to go to church. So I ended up calling a friend of mine who had said she was going to go to this church. And she came and picked me up, and we went to church and had a wonderful time. And then we went to Walmart, and we bought our half-price candy, and then she brought me home. And I had gotten a response from my friend, and he came about an hour later. And I told him, I know how to change a tire. And he was like, just let me handle it. So he takes off the tire and finds out that it was the wrong size tire that had been on the car. And I'd gotten it from a place that sold tires, so they should have known what size tire it was supposed to be. But it had been rubbing on the inside, and it had actually lost the air because the stem had cracked, which I don't know what the two had to do with each other, but okay. And so he takes the tire, and he says, okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to get you a new tire. And I said, you don't need to get me a new tire. Just put the spare on, and I'll take care of it tomorrow. And he just sighs and says, I'm a superhero. So he goes and he gets me a new tire put on there, and he comes back and puts the tire on the car. And he reaches around me and he stuffs something in my pocket, and I didn't know what he was doing. And then he said, and now I want you to go and get the other front tire changed to the same thing, because you're supposed to have the same tires on the front so that your car is balanced. And I reached in my pocket, and it was the money to pay for another tire. And I'm like, you don't need to do this. And he just sighs again and just says, let me be my superhero. So I ended up getting 2 new tires, more half-price candy, and spending time with people that I cared about. And I also got several kisses, which were also fun, just because I had a flat tire and I didn't see it as a problem. At no time did it cross my mind that this was a problem. This was just something that was there, and now we're going to create something out of it, So it actually turned out to be a great day. And for a lot of people, that would have been the beginning of a horrible day. But for me, it was like, oh, one wonderful thing after another. So it really is a matter of how we look at things. It makes a huge difference in our lives.
That was a beautiful, beautiful story. It was actually, there was a blessing within that. And there is. If you look hard enough, even the hardest of times, you're going to find a blessing.
That's true. Most people are so focused on what they see as wrong that they can't see anything else. But when you let go of the whole idea that there's anything wrong, then you can start to see what's right.
That's awesome. And I, too, got my half-price candy. Actually got it,
believe it or
not. Yeah, but I got it the day before. They actually had it on sale, like half price, the day before Halloween. So that was really, really, it was awesome.
I wondered about that. Actually, I actually drove to the store after that party and thought, well, they should have the candy half price by now. And I got to the store, to the parking lot, and I just suddenly felt like I was supposed to go home. So if I'd gone in the store and come back, would that tire have been so low that I couldn't drive home? I don't know what the deal was, but I wasn't supposed to stop that night. And there were people, going in and out of the store, but I wasn't supposed to, so I just went home. So it may have been, my angel.
That was awesome. Listening. You got your little, intuitive message there, and you were listening.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to do. That's what I was getting the message as you were talking, was that we really have to, we have to quiet our minds, and we really have to listen. Because when we do get the guidance that we need.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
We really do.
So that was really beautiful. But that's what as soon as you started to talk, I was hearing listen, the word listen, that we all have to listen, which is really, it's key.
Yes.
Well, you're always guided, and I know everything is always all right, Barbara. God bless you.
Yes, and it was an opportunity for me to accept blessings. I was told that too, because we really have a hard time receiving sometimes, and they want us to get into the habit
people,
of
though,
accepting.
like about receiving, Barbara, because if you're a giver and you don't receive and it's out of balance, you throw everything out of whack. It's sort of like throwing your back out of whack.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We can't do one without the other.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
And the message, Barbara, was, that we all should just sit quietly and listen. And as you were saying, everything is, all right. That's what I was hearing, during your, when you were telling us about what had happened to you. And you were not in a state of worry or anything, that you knew that this was okay. And being that you weren't afraid or anything, you heard your guidance immediately. Mm-hmm. So that's beautiful. Very beautiful. So I'm just getting the message to tell people to really practice what you do so well. Is close their eyes, take a couple deep breaths, and just listen.
Yes, because if you ask to hear, you will hear, because they're always speaking with us. They're always providing us with the information that we need. We're just usually not listening.
Yes, yes. Yeah, that was beautiful.
Thank you. So I'm ready with my...
learning your lesson, Barbara. I thank you for that. I'm slowly learning. I'm a slow learner, but I'm getting there.
Take your time. You have this and several other lifetimes, so just relax.
Yeah.
All right, so it's time for my message from Jesus.
Okay.
My children, this is one of those times of year where you really notice the changes because the trees change the colors of their leaves and then they lose their leaves and the grasses change. The whole feeling of the air changes as it cools off. And it just reminds you of those times when you were laughing with your families and your friends, enjoying a good meal or a bowl of soup or something that just warmed your body as you were warming your heart. We would encourage you, and this is a strong encouragement, to allow yourselves to really look at what you want to change. It's not just a time for the changing of the seasons. It's a time when you can change you, when you can start creating your life the way you truly want it to be. So often people put off their own changes. They put off everything because they think something else is more important than they are. And we say to you that in your life, you are the most important person. Because it is you who is creating what you are experiencing. It is you who is opening up to the truth of who you are. So there is nothing that is more important than you. And as Mother Teresa so beautifully stated, happiness doesn't come from things. It comes from inside of you. It comes from accepting the truth of you. It comes from living that truth, from accepting the love that is there for you, that is always there for you. There is never, ever a time when we don't love you. And please do not beat yourself up because you are not perfect. We know that it takes you a long time to make some of these changes. We have been working with Barbara Grace for a number of years on accepting herself, accepting the Father within her, knowing that there is no separation. You all say these words and you know that it's true, but actually accepting it can be kind of scary. And we understand this. We know that sometimes this brings up that thing that you call the ego. And the ego fights because it's afraid that if you accept that you are one with God, you will lose your ego. It will die. It will no longer have a place in your life. We're not asking you to kill off your ego. We're asking you to bring yourself into harmony, into balance. And yes, even the ego can be part of that balance. When you are allowing yourself to be guided by your heart, you can teach that ego to follow along, kind of like a puppy on a lead, teaching it to walk. It doesn't have to be a battle. It doesn't have to be a struggle. It's just a matter of you accepting who you already are. So think about that while you are enjoying this changing of the season. Think about the changes that you want to create in your own life and allow yourself to start experiencing that. And you can always ask us to help. We are always here for you. We will provide you with insight and guidance and miracles and whatever it is that you are needing, because you deserve it. We love you, and we want you to love yourself. Be well, my children. Be well.
That was absolutely beautiful, Barbara.
It always just leaves me just feeling so warm and fuzzy.
It is. It's like a little soul massage before we start the day.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And we really have to, love ourselves first if we want to love anyone else. It does start with us.
Yes, it really does. And as you can hear, the dog is up and walking around and shaking her head and scratching and eating. She's got more energy than I have today.
Aw. We'll have to tap into that energy.
Not if it means I have to rub my face on the carpet, because that's what she's doing now.
Aw.
Okay, well, I think that is it for today's call, unless you're getting anything else.
That's it for me as well. I feel like so refreshed, and and as I said before, I always get the message, what would love do now? So you've got to think of what love would do now, and just be love and resonate with love and have a loving day.
Yes, and just realize that if you have fears coming up about being loved, those are just coming up so that you can let them go. You don't have to think about them. You don't have to shove them back down. You don't have to run from them. Just acknowledge that they're there and let them go. It's all so simple and we make it so complicated. But hey, that's what makes life interesting.
It really does. It's it's going to be as simple as we allow it to be.
Yeah.
It was a hard one for me to learn. So like I said, I'm still learning, and they gave me, a really great teacher. I have you, and you're showing me by example, and it's really been helpful.
Yeah. It really does make a difference. Okay. So,
it does.
I'm sitting here at my computer, my desk, which is the first time in almost a year I've been able to do this because no one else is living here with me. But this wall in front of me, I've taped up all of these messages that I haven't read in a year because I haven't read them. And I'm seeing one that I am supposed to share with everybody now. And it's not just a matter of the words. There's also an energy connected with this message. And if you accept this message, it is going to do some healing work within you. So here is the message. I accept myself as I am. I am an aspect of the Creator in full manifestation, and I align every aspect of my being to this truth. I know who I am. I know what I am. I know how I serve. And just feel the energy of that message.
Oh, that was a beautiful, beautiful message. Thank you for sharing.
Okay, now I'm feeling warmer and fuzzier. They really want me to go back to bed, I think.
I know. I feel like sort of like I have a cuddly blanket or something around me now. It feels wonderful. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to have to have a cup of coffee, Barbara, now to stay awake.
And I have a radio show to do in a little bit, so. Okay, I'm going to wake up now and get on with the day. It's been fun, DC, and I look forward to Thursday.
Have a very blessed day, Barbara, and everyone that's listening as well.
Yes, definitely. And remember, everyone, we love you, and it's okay for you to love yourself. And we will talk again. Thanks for listening.
Goodbye, everyone. We love you.
Bye-bye.